Alright, a little bit of a follow-up in regards to the content gap that was made a few weeks ago. Whatever happened, happened, but my final thoughts at the end of the day that I really feel about this whole entire thing that's been going on with Twitch with a lot of political streamers and the political talks in regards to like Ethan Klein and iDubbbz and Hassan and Denims and just like people on both sides of the spectrum, whether or not you're left or you're right. I believe that there are a lot of people that have very extreme values towards one belief or the other, and that's what heavily deters me away from the conversation of politics altogether. One, because I'm not very well informed on either side to have an opinion, and because I don't have an opinion, I don't talk about it because I'm not informed enough to know what it is that I'm talking about. But also because of just the amount of clips that I see of like Hassan talking about how people deserve 9/11, Ethan Klein says extreme things, Frogan said she wants to see people and veterans get PTSD, Denim's like up in a bounty that was put on another creator who I believe was Asmongold. And the topic of politics in general is just something that I believe that has been heavily destroying Twitch as a whole, and it's something that I don't find very entertaining. Obviously, people are allowed to have those conversations. I don't believe Twitch is a platform that should have that. And it's very strange to me how you have all these people there saying all these very problematic things and they never get banned. And I think it's very funny how even as recent as like Tectone being banned, like have your opinions about Tectone all you want, but I think it's very funny and hypocritical how he gets banned for calling Frogan fat, right? Which is a defamatory comment against her, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. The point is that he insulted her and he got banned. And then you have a clip where Hassan does the exact same thing against another content creator named Nicholas Diorio. And as far as my knowledge is that he's not currently banned. You know what? I'm gonna pause the video. I'll be right back. Yep, just had to check really quick. Hassan is not banned for insulting Nicholas Diorio for his physical appearance, but you have Tectone who did the same thing against another creator, and yet he was. So it really just feels like that when you look at the two situations, the two creators who were banned for essentially the same thing, the same crime, as we'll put it. One person has specific political beliefs, whilst the other has varying different beliefs in the political spectrum. And it just sort of feels like that Twitch is playing favorites, right? They're favoring another content creator because they have the same political beliefs as Twitch does. And it just feels so anti-creator, right? Like anti-streamer. Like, why are we judging people's fate in terms of their ban just because of they believe in something in the political spectrum, whether or not they believe something in regards to the Gaza conflict and what's been going on with Israel and Palestine? It's so strange. And things get so extreme to the point where people start threatening violence against one another, where they start making very cryptic threats against one another, like how Ethan Klein had revealed that skulls had been sent to his house one time, and obviously that only has a couple implications. They're pretty obvious. But then the most recent situation that ended up happening that was made to my attention a couple days ago. I think this happened a couple days ago, but this was made to my attention yesterday, and a creator named Mike from PA, never heard of him by the way, never heard of him, made a threat of violence against Ethan Klein. Go ahead and watch it for yourself.
Can I say something? Can I say something? And it's I really like that these people did this, but I gotta be honest, with my experience in life with people like Ethan, the only thing that ever knocks them out of their fucking spiraling is the rod. It's the stick. It's not the carrot. Like he feels like he's bullying you. He feels like he's hurting you. He's not going to stop until he's bleeding out of the corner of his mouth. And I get it. I want to be empathetic. Like, I understand the value of empathy. I understand the value of trying to reach out to someone. But somebody like Ethan, he needs to see some stars before he's going to fucking back down. And so I just would not do this. Like, and I know that a lot of them have since come out and said, well, that didn't work because they legitimately tried. And so I don't think that they were wrong to try this. It's just with people like Ethan Klein, until he feels the pressure, he's not going to stop.
And yeah, he says what he says. And I don't understand how someone can make this sort of comment about another creator and then just not suffer ramifications for it, how he can just continue to keep streaming and still being a creator on the platform. I just don't understand how people on the political spectrum can see someone that is on their side say something like this about a person that they don't agree with and still support this creator, still support this person that has the same political ideologies as them, even though they're wildly insane to make. It's an entire threat of violence where he pretty much is going to saying that he's going to physically assault him until blood is coming out of the corner of his mouth, and yet they still want to support him. They still are like okay with him. And then, of course, you have like Hassan, who says a whole bunch of things. He's anti-capitalism, but he benefits from capitalism the most. He makes insane threats, like saying that America deserved 9/11. He has like a terrorist on his stream, and then compares him to Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, which is hilarious to me, by the way. It's so strange to me. Twitch used to be a platform where people can do creative things in a creative way, whether in regards to showing off your skill in a fighting game or being an entertaining person during like a story mode playthrough of like a particular video game, or just creating art, whether or not it's like body art, like you're painting on your body, or like physical like art like on a piece of paper or whatever, right? You can like create new music, you can do like covers of music. Twitch used to be a platform where you can live stream yourself doing creative things in a creative way, but now what it's being turned into is that it's a platform that platforms other people that have very extreme political ideals and say the most outrageous of things that are against the website's terms of service, but they get away with it. And I think Twitch needs to do something about it, whether or not it's in regards to leadership changing over to Twitch, or hell, maybe Amazon does something about it. You know, they see like what's going on, and like they see something that they own and it has a bunch of very problematic people saying a lot of problematic things, and they do something about it. You know, it's just so many ban-worthy things are being said, but no one is being punished properly. And when someone does get punished in some way, it's in a way that doesn't make actual fucking sense and is hypocritical towards their guidelines when they have another creator that does something exactly the same as the person they just banned, but both people don't get banned. Only one person does. It's just insane to me. Twitch is a platform that I fear for the future. I fear for the future of Twitch and what's going to end up becoming, and I'm surprised that nothing is being done faster or sooner. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on over my mind for the past like few weeks since the content cut. Politics does not need to be on Twitch, and I feel like more and more people are starting to realize that, hopefully. Yeah, I think that's really all I have to say about today's video topic, and I didn't expect to go on and about this conversation piece in regards to politics on Twitch, but I'm really glad that I finally got these thoughts out there, because I think it finally needed to be said from my perspective, of course, because even though I don't watch live streams all too much, I only watch like a couple of streamers at most whenever I go on Twitch. And most of them are my friends, right? People who I've mentioned before in the past, like Pager360 or Cabal, you know, those are streamers who are my IRL friends. I've met them before, but they're like the only other streamers that I watch besides like Maximilian, dude, and I really just don't watch streamers. I don't find streaming all that entertaining, and I have no incentive to go on the Twitch platform to go and find new streamers to watch, because all I know that I'm going to find is a bunch of hate-filled content that's being made and streamed at all times by the most hateful, spiteful people that you'll ever meet in your entire life. So, yeah, that's pretty much my opinions, though. You're completely allowed to disagree and find any flaws and critiques in my comments down below in the comments of this video, but anyways, politics in itself is not a bad thing to talk about. It just needs to be relegated to a specific platform where it's meant for that type of discussion. So that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, though, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. I want to give a shout out to Renegade Enigma for being a member. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.